Hello friends, I am Shushant Raghavan. Welcome to Technical and Quality Session. For understanding the technical requirements and quality standards in clothing industry, making a sustainable garment, I have good practical experience in the apparel manufacturing sector. My skills are CAD pattern making, sample development, technical requirements, and measuring quality performance. Today's session is about what is method study in clothing industry. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Now let's begin the presentation. Basic method study. What is method study? What is method study? Method study is the process of subjecting work to systematic, critical scrutiny to make it more effective and or more efficient. It is one of the keys to achieving productivity improvement. Industrial engineering method study is the first of the two main divisions of work study and is concerned with the way in which work is done. Work study. Method study, the search for the best method, record to compare, seek best method, work measurement, how long should a job take, time study, and synthetics. Why do we use method study? Different operators will develop different ways of doing a job. Not all can be right. Some ways of working may have been developed because they were easier to learn or the operative had a special skill. The systematic recording of methods is essential for work measurement and helps when we wish to compare different approaches. The identification of the best method is a skill, learned by practice like all other skills. But by carefully examining methods in a critical way, we gradually acquire the skill to identify bad ones and to suggest better ones. Better methods can sometimes only come from a factory-wide change. However, supervisors and managers, especially managers, must try to keep up to date on the latest work aids. Then they have an advantage over the operative when seeking the better way. The operative has to adopt his or her method to suit the workplace and garment presentation provided by management. Some work aids can be developed by method study. Why do we use method study? The distinction of method study is that it is a step-by-step procedure for improvements of methods of work, starting with the objectives, the selection of the activity to be studied. It proceeds to the collection and recording of the facts. The critical examination of the facts is the core of the method study. This is followed by development of an improved method and the attainment of assured results in terms of greater output, cost savings, and other benefits. Better methods means more productivity, more production means more prosperity. To get more garments out of a factory using the same number of people, we can work longer hours, work harder, use better methods. Which would you prefer? Main objectives of method study. The objectives of method study can be the improvement of processes and procedures, the improvement of factory, shop and workplace layout, the improvement of the design of plant and equipment, economy in human effort and the reduction of unnecessary fatigue, improvements in the use of materials, machines and manpower, the development of a better physical working environment, improvement of quality of the products. Sequence of improvement EAD. The selection of the best method must be done in a systematic way. A suggested sequence is set out below, but there is often a lot of backtracking in practice. Examination. Is the operation necessary? Are parts best done elsewhere? Is the material likely to change? Analysis. How is the operation best performed? What aids can assist? What changes in layout will help? What effect will these changes have on the previous and subsequent operation? Discussion and test with the operatives and instructor for their comments and to keep them informed. To test rival comments, to give the operative a chance to practice with the work study officer if there has been no prior involvement. The basic procedure to do a method study is given below. SRE-DDIM. Select work to be studied, bad layout, bottlenecks, inconsistent quality, excessive overtime, etc. Record from observation of all relevant facts. Examine those facts critically and in sequence. Develop the best method and workplace. Define a new method which gives best economic returns. Install that method as standard practice. Maintain by regular routine checks. Evaluate different alternatives to developing a new improved method, comparing the costs and efficiencies of these methods with the current method, especially after the develop stage. Costs include those attributable to work study, training, quality control engineers, and to the effect of the interruption of the smooth running of a sewing line. Method study and work measurement. Work measurement must be fair, and it is essential that the conditions of the work when studied are set out clearly. So we record what the workplace was like, the size and style of the garments, the stitches per inch and other quality standards. We also record as best we can the method used. Method improvements can occur during the production life of a style. Better machines can be installed and new work aids devised. All of this alter the true standard time. All practitioners make mistakes from time to time in setting rates. Performances which are usually high or low should always be investigated, but it is foolish indeed having discovered slack rates to adjust the method and retime. Just as foolish as it is for the shop floor operative to be forever challenging rates so that the work study officer has to check them. The time spent on method study might lead to improvements which would make it possible to pay everybody more, or at least to keep jobs secured. Principles of motion economy missed churn. It is always difficult for beginners to decide on the best method. Yet another mnemonic is useful to make sure that nothing is missed, that is missed churn. The extent of a movement should be kept to a minimum. Fingers, hand, forearm, arm, body, walking about, best to worst. Principles of motion economy. People come in different shapes and sizes. As far as possible, the workplace should be adjusted to the individual. The body naturally adjusts to counterbalance any movement of its parts. Ideally, one useful movement should be matched by another so that they are symmetrical. Where possible, movements of the arms and of the other parts of the body should occur together. That is, they should be simultaneous. Jerky movement is tiring and unproductive. For the best results, movement should be continuous, except during rest breaks. When we carry out a new job, we must think about the order in which we do things. Look ahead to see where parts are and concentrate in order to work within the limit set. With practice, we can do the same job with the minimum of thought and effort. If the tools and parts are always in the same place, the method becomes habitual. Even feeding yourself would require a great deal of care if your mouth were in a different place each time. Restricted movement is more tiring than unrestricted movement. Work aids can often reduce the control that the operator must exert and so make the work less tiring. Edge guides are an example. Principles of motion economy are: horses running and fishes swimming do so rhythmically, since this is the economical way. Rhythmic movement is natural movement. Nevertheless, some operatives build into their job unnecessary movements which, however rhythmic, are wasteful. The easiest way is the natural way. Sometimes to the untrained person, the easiest way does not seem to be natural, but as training builds up coordination, the best way becomes the natural way. Probably crawling seems to be more natural to a toddler then walking. Thank you for watching. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Please comment your valuable thoughts and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified when I post a new presentation. Bye, have a good day.